and I'm not weak in any area, so it's like I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a fighter, so if he can do that, I would like to see him do it. Like I'm a fan of like people game plans, because I'm like, all right, let's see it. Like if you can do that, if he playing on cut off range and getting close, he don't know that's my game plan also, because my game plan was. My game plan was that. Like he think I'm gonna stay long, but he just don't know. We got A-zone coming. You know what I'm saying? We got A-zone coming for sure.
Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 170.3 pounds, fighting out of Westwood and Memphis, Tennessee, representing Law School MMA. Give it up for Danny LeftHand2God Barlow!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fight fans around the world, I am here joined with LeftHand2God himself, Danny Barlow. Danny,
What's
it's
up,
a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
We are actually here at Attitude MMA. We just wrapped up some fights here, and this is your old stomping grounds, man.
Oh, yeah, man. This is where I put in work, most of the work. Like, for real, starting off. Had my first 3 fights here,
So you started here, went to the CFFC, the Dana White Contender Series, all the things, but really like this seemed to really build the foundation of LeftHand2God.
This is why I had fun at. You know what I'm saying? this is why I really like tested the greater risk, the greater reward. Like I was an entertainer here. You know what I'm saying? I let my creative juices flow. Like attitude for sure. So
it's cool to see you still coming around, supporting the teammates. You had a lot of teammates fight tonight as well too. So it's always nice to see you around and supporting the teammates. One big thing we want to talk about to start off is, I'm sure you've talked about it a lot of times, but the Contender Series, Memphis versus Memphis. What was that experience like, number one, getting that call saying, hey, you're going to be on? Because if I remember correctly, Rhambo was not the original opponent that you were supposed to have. So what was it like learning that, oh, it's now going to be Memphis versus Memphis, and then getting that contract for the UFC?
I mean, to be honest, it's a lot of emotions that come with it, but you got to take everything the same way. You know, no matter how you feel, you got a job to do, you got to do business, and that's just how they do business. And if you fight, you got to kind of, till you control, like till you in that position to where you got to work hard for it. And it's like if it's somebody, I don't care how close they is or how far they is, we all kind of bump into each other in this sport. So to me, it's just another fight. And it was something that, I'm glad it happened on that level, you know what I'm saying? Because I was supposed to fight Donovan Beard, one of the guys that got a title and got a Dana White Contender Series. I supposed to fight him on Attitude. So you see what I'm saying? So that fight could have happened. I supposed to fight Rhambo on a smaller, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that it happened in Vegas, you know what I'm saying, Memphis versus Memphis, King of Memphis, you know what I'm saying? So it was good, you know what I'm saying? It was a good business. It was a good business decision. Like, that's a fight I would want to see. So, I could pretty much, they would just give the fans what they want.
You wear that King of Memphis title with some pride?
Man, to be honest, that's something that you have to accept rather than carry. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your fan base, like if you got people that look at you as that, you just supposed to, that's something that you fight for. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I'm interested in it. Like, it's something that it's all about maintaining. You know what I'm saying? So, like that was the last performance. So, am I gonna be King of Memphis after this fight? You see what I'm saying? So, people ready for waiting on me to fall off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I gotta continue to show people that it's real. Like. And that was a reality check for, a lot of people, because a lot of people thought Rhambo, you know what I'm saying? So that was a reality. So I take it with pride when it's given, but it's something that you have to work for. Yeah,
and speaking of working for it, I want to talk about this UFC treatment is what I'm kind of calling it, but it could be something completely different. I mean, you've been to the PI a lot of times now. I noticed you were over at Fortis MMA. You've been to Extreme Couture recently. Like, what is it like to go to some of these bigger gyms, biggest gyms in the nation, and even the PI, and train at those places? What's the differences between there and maybe your home gym here in Memphis? It's fun because you get a chance to pretty much go out and kind of solidify your training as far as like your preparation. Like it kind of make you see where you at in the sense of like, I'm glad to kind of cross train, but it let you know how good your process is really going at home. So more so, it's like I just love to feel different bodies and just really check it out. But really, I feel like
It's just a part of the game, if I can put it like that. I mean, I'm not a fanboy type of dude. It's like when I don't really get starstruck. It's more so it's more so like co-workers or peers. You know what I'm saying? When I see them, but I really feel like a lot of them comfortable. You know what I'm saying? For this MMA, they got Safe. You know, Safe just a different type. He's just a different texture of coach. You know what I'm saying? He's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? So. Like, I enjoy just the mix up. So if you get comfortable, you can get comfortable with an uncomfortable position, but you know what I'm saying? So you like, it's good to mix it up, even the style of coaching, the style of training. So that's all, it's been like it's not a higher level, or I'm gonna say lower level, it's just a different, it's a mixed up in like styles of training and coaching.
Who were some of the key guys that you got to maybe spar with at those gyms? Was there anybody that you were like, oh, this is cool? Or I know you said you didn't really get starstruck by anybody.
And Screen, we was really down there, you know, in Vegas. We were pretty much just doing paperwork. A lot of people was out of town because it was the same week that Strickland fought, title fight. So we really just there getting some work, getting some footage, having fun. You know what I'm saying? But for this MMA was more so, it was a serious trip. I was down there actually training with Jeff Neal.
I saw that.
Yeah. So and me and Jeff we did like we put some good work in. And I feel like it was iron sharpening iron in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But I respect it because at the same time, my number one training partner, Paul Kimball, is a guy that's just behind the scenes and he got that work. But it was cool that Jeff allowed me to come in and he put a lot of his stuff, because we still 170s and we still at different teams. So so it can always be a Rhambo situation on that. So I respect him because he didn't have to let me come into his world and witness what his preparation is and even though I was a big help, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I respect him for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
The big fight's coming up for you. Your very first UFC debut fight against now Josh Quinlan. Was the change of opponent for you anything different? Did the style of your training change at all?
No, we were pretty much expecting it. We was expecting it. I feel like Rhambo was that dude. He was that dude. So I feel like Rhambo, he's just another Rhambo in the sense of like, what he brings to the table. Rhambo actually, I feel like a better fight. Wow. I feel like the first opponent I feel like it was the durability. I just feel like if he touched me 10 times, I touched him 10 times. It was, it was gonna be a different reaction from him. But I feel like the new opponent is just it's a tough guy. But I feel like what I bring is like a different, mindset and intellectual and like actually breaking down what MMA is and as far as being comfortable and having fun. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I did enough in the game to where but I was expecting it though. Just to answer the question, I was expecting we haven't had a regular like pro fight. Okay. Like out of 7 fights we have had at least 5 opponent switches.
Wow.
Like we started with this one, and or had guys that was earlier starting off when they was giving me the Rambos at 2-0, and when they was like he ain't have enough fights. Then like got 5, then they kind of got quiet. So we have had a pressure based, you know what I'm saying, like career, like as a pro. Like no fights were normal, double weight cuts, like it's just crazy. So it's been a journey for sure.
And that really speaks to your discipline and your dedication to the sport, right?
Yeah.
One thing that I've been watching some interviews back and forth, trying to get some ideas, some mind games between yourself and your opponent coming up. In an interview that he had just a few days ago, he had said that he plans on just taking away the range from you. He's going to cut it into close quarters. He's going to land big shots. You have any response to that? What do you think about that? You got to do that. That's a work based, plan. That's a work based plan. I have to feel it. I have to feel it. Because if he try to take away range, I mean he gonna be in the pocket, and I'm not weak in any area. So it's like I mean at the end of the day I'm a fighter. So if he can do that, I would like to see him do it. Like I'm a fan of like people game plans because I'm like, all right, let's see it. Like if you can do that, if he plan on cutting off range and getting close, you don't know that's my game plan also. Because my game plan was, my game plan was that. Like he think I'm gonna stay long, but he just don't know. We got A-zone coming, you know what I'm saying? We got A-zone coming for sure. How does it feel to be on a UFC card for one, but also a UFC pay-per-view card, Volkanovski versus Topuria? I'm not allowing myself to feel nothing right now because it's like this game, especially on those levels. We got a lot of fans. We have a lot of people that's fans of the of the sport, but they have no clue how it really feels. Like a lot of people ask me how I feel fighting on Dana White Contender Series and doing it in
like it's different when you fight and you doing it in a special way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody can be forced, or if you need a check, you go in there, but when you get in there, you actually treat the sport like an art and really have fun and really dedicate to entertaining the fans and being being an entertainer fighter. Like, it's hard to do that on those high platforms. So just like I just rode with the flow. Yeah. Like, I'm just going with the flow. Like, because it might be something that's amazing and blow me away, but it's like no matter what it is, I'm looking to enjoy whatever it is. Like, I don't need any energy for it. So I know it's gonna give me my own energy. Because that's how people get tired, that people get, have adrenaline dumps before they get in the cage. Because it's like, I was expecting, or I was trying to prepare. Like, just let it happen. Just let it flow. Just, come in there prepared. And come in there, willing to go to sleep. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like if anybody put me to sleep, they okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I done knocked out so many people, so it's like, what I look like being afraid of, getting that type of treatment. So I'm that type of fighter, bro, to where, man, I feel, I'm a strong, believer in karma. So I feel like, man, every dog have his day, man. So I might, get knocked out after I retire, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, I did my dirt, you know what I'm saying? I did my dirt for sure.
You have a prediction for the fight coming up?
Man, if he talking about pressuring me, it's gonna end early for him. Because I feel like because most guys say they're gonna try to take me down, and they're gonna do it. But if you just talking about getting in the pocket with me, it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a push around at all. So if he we got the same game plan. You know what I'm saying? So if he want to do that, man, we gonna have fun then. Like I said, we gonna bang, man. And I'm glad that you put me on game on that though. Like
absolutely.
I said, because now I ain't gotta chase him at all. He gonna come to me. So yeah.
Sounds like he's gonna come in for you.
Yeah, he gonna come in.
One of my favorite parts of the podcast that we do is rapid fire questions. So I'm gonna ask you 4 or 5 questions right off the dome. I want you to just give me your very first answer. You have no idea what I'm about to ask you. So that's the fun part about this, all right? We'll just start off simple. What is your favorite go-to hype up song whenever you're training, getting ready for a fight, or about to walk out?
Man, I gotta go that Young Dolph. Man, Mistake.
Okay.
I was a Young Dolph Mistake, yeah.
After cutting all this weight, getting ready for weigh-ins, what is your go-to food right after you cut your weight? And
Pickles and purple Gatorade.
Pickles and purple Gatorade?
Yeah, man. I gotta get it. I eat a whole jar of pickles after every weight cut, bro.
Any
big jar.
Specific type?
Man,
bread and butter, dill?
I like dill pickles, man. I like dill. I don't care how it come. I like them. Right. I like that dill pickle for sure.
Enough. If you had to choose off of the current MMA roster, and we're gonna take yourself off of it, act like you're not there, who's your favorite fighter active right now?
Definitely John Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely John Jones.
And then if we're going to build a Mount Rushmore of the top 4 for you ever in MMA, who's those going to be?
John Jones. I always go based off domination.
Okay.
John Jones. Of course, I say Khabib.
Okay.
George St. Pierre.
Yep.
And I'm gonna do Mighty Mouse.
There you go.
I like Mighty Mouse for sure. It gotta be one more. Oh my goodness.
You got 4, you're good. You said John, Khabib,
oh yeah, okay.
GSP, Mighty Mouse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You wanna give any shout outs? I know you got a lot of sponsors and things like that.
Man, shout out to all my sponsors. I'm starting out Major League Mechanicals, SR&R Roofing, Jamie J2G Promotions, Law School MMA, KO Cones, God Body Fitness and Nutrition. Just to the whole Memphis, man. Memphis, Tennessee, my family. Shout out to Law School MMA, my team. Shout out to Paul Kimball, my #1 training partner. Brian Hall, my coach. Cameraman 4K, 4,000, man. The man in action, every time, we get out, you know what I'm saying? Just shout out to just everybody, man, that's real, true supporters, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to people that's, you know what I'm saying? Shout out for the haters, you know what I'm saying? The people that want to see, it's like I'm motivated by it all. Yeah. So yeah, shout out for the people that's waiting on me to fall, you know what I'm saying, and break stride. So shout out to y'all guys for pulling up, man, for real. My knuckle sandwich, man.
Hey, knuckle
I'm just saying, where did I get that from, man? I'm just saying.
My wife
for real?
came up with it.
But we just watched it was like a battle rap.
Yeah.
And it was some dude had like a hard knuckle sandwich punch. Like I gotta send it to y'all,
Yeah,
bro.
send it to
He
me.
was like, "What dressing you like on your knuckle sandwich?" Like very hard, bro. Like it's some battle.
That'll be our new tagline for
yeah,
sure.
man. But just shout out to the whole Memphis, Tennessee, man. It's love. Like I said, I'm from Westwood, bro. You know, a lot of fighters, you know, say they from Memphis, but we really did it with straight Memphis resources. Like we had our own. We really came from the bottom. It took us 4 years, you know what I'm saying, to get here. So like I said, right now we just having fun. We're enjoying it. Like, you know, shout out to the UFC for like, giving those opportunities, you know what I'm saying, to these guys, man, giving us the tool, you know what I'm saying, to make things happen.
Well, Danny, it was a pleasure. I appreciate you. Can't wait to watch you fight February 17th.
Man. It's like, I ain't getting tired of hearing it, but I'm like, man, I want to watch me fight too. Like that. I wish I could be y'all when I was just like, because it's like, bro, I have never had when I say a bad performance.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like, man, I feel like knockout, get knocked out. It's, you know, it's something that the fans like. I respect it. You know what I'm saying?